Hey guys, welcome back to Kayleen's group. I'm Kiki Chatfield. I work with Kayleen, and we're so excited to bring in another amazing guest tonight. I'm going to go ahead and just bring in Kayleen and Garret, and we'll do some introductions. Remember to ask questions, get involved. We want to hear from you guys too. So let's welcome Kayleen and Garret. Hey guys. Oh, here we have questions. We got a hey.
Hey. All right, people are joining.
I made it.
Well, I'm so excited because we're in 3 different states, right?
We're all over, yeah.
Celebrating Limitless. Limitless has a new cover with my friend Garret here, who just kills it. And I secretly tell him in his ear that he's my favorite. Don't tell the other guys.
Don't.
Well, thank you for coming, Garret. I'm so excited to talk with you. And I know I've gotten a lot of comments and a lot of questions. Everybody's really excited to say hello. And you won't get to see them, but maybe we'll get comments in the comment section.
Yes.
Good. Yeah, thanks for having me.
We're excited that you're here. So before we get started, let's kick things off and ask Kayleen a question, because I know Kayleen's going to ask Garret some questions, and I have some questions for Garret too. Like I said, if you have questions that you're curious about for Kayleen and Garret, please ask them. That's what we're here for, to get to know everybody a little bit better. So one of the things that is notable about your covers is your models. They embody your descriptive vision as a writer. How did you come across these models? I know we've talked about this in a couple other lives, but for those who haven't tuned in before, how have you come across each model? And specifically, let's talk about how you ran across Garret.
Sure. So I'm kind of an idiot when it comes to all of this, because I'm a new author, and I don't mean like I'm a super idiot, but I wrote these books and I had these visions of people in my mind of who they were and their personalities and their characters. And then because I was new and I didn't really have any help like getting things out there until I started going, oh, now I have a book. What do I do with it? Then I realized, oh, shoot, now I've got to find someone who looks like the guy or the gal that I described in the book. And there's lots of different characters. So with the first book, I describe all the characters because it's the setting up everybody. So Garret's book is Limitless, which is the second book. So I knew Garret before he knew me, basically like 2 years ago. And so when I started getting ready for Endless, I started thinking about everybody. And Regina, who we've had on the program, she actually said, I know the perfect person to be Jace, your drummer. And she showed me all these cool pictures that she had. And we were in the middle of COVID, so we couldn't do any in-person shooting at that point. And so that's how I found Garret. And he didn't know me for a long time. All of a sudden, I think what happened is, I think I sent you maybe a PM or something in Instagram and said, oh, by the way, you're on the cover of my book. That's kind of, I think, how we met, really, I think.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's how the relationship got kick-started. So, Garret, was modeling something you pursued, or were you discovered? Tell us a little bit of background about you.
Yeah, modeling actually is something I pursued. My mom kind of just told me maybe I should give it a try. So took some pictures and just sent them around to a few of the agencies around the Twin Cities in Minnesota here. And one of them picked me up, and I've kind of just been modeling ever since. How
long's that been?
A little over 10 years now, 11 years.
Impressive. That's amazing. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Did you always have long, flowy, awesome hair?
Not right at the beginning of my modeling career, no. No, through high school, I actually always just had a buzz cut, so.
I can't even imagine you with a buzz cut.
His hair looks better than mine. Like, his hair looks so amazing. I love it. So how did you get pulled into the romance side of covers and being a model on covers?
So I've basically only ever done shoots for book covers with Regina, and she actually just found me on Facebook. I'm not really sure how, but
dude, we can find you. We're we're like FBI agents. If we need it, we can find it.
In my credits in the books, when I credit Regina, it's Regina Wamba, photographer, book cover designer, comma, finder of hotties.
Yeah.
She finds all the guys for me.
Yeah, so I've actually been shooting with Regina for probably almost 10 years now as well. I'm not really sure, but
She's awesome. I love her. So Krisha has a question. That's a long time modeling. Is it rude to ask how old you are? Because, I mean, you look really young.
no, I just turned 30 in May. So.
You're so young. That's young. You're still
young enough.
Young enough.
Just getting started.
I mean, you're younger than me. So I feel like you're younger than me. You're still young. You're still young blood.
What do you like about modeling?
I don't know. It's just enjoyable, I guess, to kind of pretend to be someone else for a little while, maybe, kind of, sort of. And then, I don't know, just like the cool pictures you get out of it afterwards. I've always been very artistic, so it's kind of just another form of art to me.
Speaking of that, so is modeling full-time? Do you have a side hustle?
No, modeling pretty limited as far as what I do. It's kind of mostly just on the side. And then I work for some family businesses doing construction, and we own a wedding chapel as well. So do a lot of maintenance and stuff out there, and I run the sound for wedding ceremonies.
So you have music in your blood.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. I mostly just move dials and plug stuff in. I'm not very musically inclined.
You played those drums so well on those backstage days.
I was going to say, you could have fooled me. You got into it, man, during the photo shoot.
So Krisha says, can you tell us about your pottery?
Actually, I just got into pottery as well. So I've only been making...
I happen to have one.
I've only been making stuff for about 6 months now. My girlfriend has her own little pottery business, and she got me into it.
Yeah.
And yeah, she gave me one little lesson, and I kind of just ran with it.
I think it'd be so much fun, like, especially in high-end, stressful jobs. Like, I think pottery, just mushing stuff and, like, making a lump of clay into something, like, you can use. Like, that bowl that you made, or it was a candle holder, I think, for Kayleen. That is absolutely beautiful. Even the itty-bitty, show the little bitty flower thing again. That is adorable.
I have a bunch of them.
I want one of those. Those are so cute.
And then 2 of the flowers died, but I have, like, the little pots.
Oh my God, those are, I want to go and do that. Another question. Have you explored other forms of art or acting? Have you tried anything else?
I haven't really gone too much into the acting side of things, but yeah, I draw a lot and paint a little bit, and I mostly draw cars. It's kind of the main thing I do.
Was art your favorite subject in school? Because that was, like, I loved art.
Yeah, art was definitely my favorite subject.
I loved it.
Can I tell you a little known fact? When I was in high school, which is before Garret was in high school by a bit, but I actually made it so that my entire senior year, I got all of my classes out of the way, and all I did was art my senior year. I made stained glass,
God,
made necklaces. So I love to create too. So that's why I think that I love supporting art too. I'm a big supporter of the arts, so that's why I want everyone to go to Garret McCall at his Etsy store and buy some pottery. But
now we'll get some links for you guys.
Yeah.
Absolutely, any of the links. We'll definitely. I think Krisha might have some links too in the comments, so you guys can go check out his Etsy store. Because before we were talking, I was like, I really want to look at this stuff. It's really cute, and I love supporting artists. I think and I love it. But I love a good dish, bowl, pot. So. I'm easy to please.
There's a little bit of all those on my Etsy.
I love the little itty bitty ones. Those are like adorable.
Oh my God! And in real life, they're so bad. They're the best.
Like, where did that come up with?
Like,
Seattle. People could put like itty bitty plants in them.
I do. Like, see, it only holds a daisy.
I mean, that's adorable. Sorry, I know I'm like fixating on that. It's just too cute. Anna put the link, so we now have it. Yay. I could not find it.
So I want to ask, what was it like to be, we did sort of an epic photo shoot. You were part of the 6 people at the photo shoot in Minneapolis. And I will be honest with you, if I were to have said a year ago, I think I'm going to go to Minneapolis and do book cover shoots. Really? But it was the best time. I had such a good time. For me, that was just to watch sort of the books come to life for me was very moving. But thanks, by the way, for doing it. Thanks for sort of being a good sport and sitting in the chair and getting tatted up. And we're going to have to redo that soon.
Yeah, I look forward to it.
But what was it? What was your favorite part about the photo shoot?
I mean, I don't know. Pretending to play the drums was pretty fun. That's kind of something I've never done for a photo shoot, especially. So that was pretty fun. Otherwise, all the rest of the stuff is kind of stuff I've done with Regina before. So it's always a good time. But the drums were new for me.
I can tell you this, that when Garret got on set, I have never seen someone transform like that. Like Debbie, you remember Debbie and Elena? Elena did the wardrobe, and Debbie poured the water in her head. And, when we were flying home, we were talking about it, and she's just like, so one of the people that were helping me they work for Nordstrom, and they do very big photo shoots all over the world, actually. And they're just friends of mine from a long time. So they actually, because of COVID, were available to come and help. And so it was pretty cool because Elena got really into the wardrobe and was cutting up T-shirts and LTs.
Yeah, the wardrobe was awesome.
And you can see Garret wearing his LTZ shirt if you go to his Instagram, is it on your Garret McCall design page? I think so. Where you're wearing your LTZ shirt and doing the pottery?
Oh, making pots? Yeah, probably.
But this guy, you guys, like, he gets on set and just boom, turns it on. And we were just like, whoa. It was really amazing. Like, you could tell you just love to do it. So anyways, you rule.
That's kind of where the experience comes in as well.
What's it like? Because you and Carson, who played Alex, never met, did you? Or had you met?
No, I don't know her.
So what is that like to, like, okay, here's a girl you never met. Okay, now you guys are in love. How does that work? I'm snapping too much.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's all just pretend. So, I mean, that's like all I've ever done with Regina anyway. It's like every time I go shoot with Regina, there's some girl there that I don't know. So, I don't know. It's the same for everyone.
Is it weird?
No, not really. I don't know. It's kind of something I guess I've just gotten used to.
Very cool.
As long as everyone's comfortable, then it's fine.
Comfortable, professional, you guys got this.
Yeah, exactly.
And I feel like it is what you say. Like every time you walk on set, you're stepping into a new role. You're putting on that character's, persona, their clothes, their attitude, so you kind of are acting, with the model. And
it's kind of like silent acting almost.
Yeah.
It really honestly is. Just for photos for the most part instead of film.
Well, for me, like what I love about reading, and partly why I wanted to do this, because I work in the arts and I'm involved in a lot of media and technology and that in my other world, that my non-author world. And I love to create worlds. And so part of me, for all these different photo shoots and bringing all of you guys into it, it's like, it's not just one book cover for me. Like I like to create all the worlds with all the photos and the video and all that stuff so that people who are reading it actually feel like they're into it. So that's really, I love the video part of it. What are you thinking of, like do you have the video, Kiki?
I do.
You want to see a video?
Let me share this with you guys.
You can see what we're talking about. This is Premiere, by the way.
This is the short. This is the short one. Hold on a second. I don't want it to start playing. Okay. I got that one up. I got to close off my messenger because I'm silently stalking Garret on Instagram and Etsy while we were talking. So I also have those up too if we need those. Okay, so here, everybody turn your volume up. Video share. Will it let me? Hold on. Here it goes. All right, let's see.
Here's the tattoo.
There we go. I love it. I love it.
Pretty cool.
That was so amazing.
I have one comment from someone that says you probably don't even know who well, you probably do know who it is because I think I made us play it, but you look like a young Eddie Van Halen.
Oh, sure.
Do you get that? What?
No, you don't see it, Kiki?
No, I see it. I said, does he get that a lot? Because I do see it.
Oh, no, I think Eddie's day is past. I don't really get Eddie very often.
He's too young for Eddie Van Halen.
Here's another question. Kayleen's book revolves around rock and roll. Who do you listen to, Garret?
Yeah, I kind of listen to a little bit of everything. I don't know. I don't really have any preferences. It's kind of just, I don't know. I feel like music's very based on whatever mood you're in at any given moment. So I listen to a lot of rock and metal and EDM and rap. And, I don't know, I pretty much listen to everything.
Nice.
How about this? When it's the weekend, what is your favorite thing to do?
I don't know. I guess hang out with some friends, maybe do some rock climbing or outside or something.
And you snowboard too, don't you?
Yeah. So yeah, in the winter, snowboarding. I don't know.
You spend a lot of time outside?
Anything outside, yeah.
Have you ever done a snowboard photo shoot?
I've not. I mean, not really. Like, I film some of my stuff sometimes just for fun, but no, I've never done anything like.
Well, when you post that, you're gonna have to share that online because we'd love to see that. I love action shots like that. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, there's a little bit of snowboarding stuff on my personal Instagram. Jammin'.
Okay.
Oh, you're
all that now.
I never share your personal one. I always Mr. McModel you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Which is that's one of the things which I love that you call yourself Mr. McModel because it just shows your sense of humor a bit. You know, it's not, you don't take yourself too seriously.
Right. Yeah. So Kayleen, we love your visuals and images. They really do match your book descriptions. Amazing photos. So the video, they like the video. We're also going to share that video on Wednesday. On the 23rd is the new covers. So we'll definitely have, actually, we're going to have quite a few things on the 23rd. So we have the new cover on the 23rd. So we'll be blasting that. We'll have the short trailer. And the book will be up on NetGalley for those who have not experienced Kayleen and want to start the second book and have read the first one. We'll have that opportunity out as well.
And we actually are reformatting it too because we're obviously putting the new cover into all of where it's being sold. Yes. But the paperback is going to be new too with inserts and all other photos in the back.
Yeah,
so we're going to have the old school, which is back here, and then the new school.
I love it. So what's next after LTZ? Are you going to do a new band, new generation? Are you going to go something completely different?
So I'm doing a few things. LTZ has always meant to be parts 1 and part 2. And so part of why I did this big photo shoot was because we got our first story, then we're going to get our second story. But in some of the books, you're going to start seeing where I'm branching off into other bands and other stories. And not necessarily all rock. not all rock romance. Some of it will be, but I'll give a hint. In Fearless, Connor has a bunch of brothers who need stories, I'm pretty sure. But first it's going to be Endless, Limitless, Fearless, and Timeless. Well, Timeless is coming out this year, so
yes.
I'm finishing that book right now. I'm writing it. I'm close to being done. And then I will write everybody sort of follow-up stories, which will be out over the next year. We're going to do a box set.
Yes.
Guys together, which is why we're going to all be in LA together in, I think, 2 months or so, maybe 6 weeks.
A little bit more than 2 months.
Is it? I don't know.
August.
It'll go by quick.
I have marked in my calendar, y'all. August.
Yep. August 21st.
Yes.
Oh, see, there you go. I'm glad you know.
He's on it.
I know it's a Saturday. But we're all the guys will be there, and it's going to be all the guy photo shoots. We're not all the gals.
We might go live from location, guys. We might go live.
We might just do that. Maybe just a little bit. You can also see a lot of the behind the scenes videos on TikTok, which are kind of going crazy right now. I think, Garret, I think collectively your TikTok videos are at about maybe 500,000 views.
Wow, really?
No, she's 100% like her TikTok. The videos are like they can't get enough of them.
What's funny is I never planned on being on TikTok. I think I've said this before, but I
don't think anybody planned on being on TikTok before last year.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, I know it was already a thing, but it definitely blew up.
Definitely.
When the lockdown happened.
But it also brought a lot of funny. Like I've laughed a lot on TikToks, and then you get addicted to the TikToks, and then you're watching. What the hell am I watching TikToks? And like, I mean,
then an hour goes by.
Yes.
Yeah. But one of the cool things though is that when I was at the photo shoot, do you remember me filming Regina filming?
Yeah.
That's probably really weird. She told me to do that. She's like, you've got to film me filming.
Behind the scenes?
Behind the scenes.
I didn't, but I was like, I felt really, really stupid doing that, by the way. Because like I was, I've been on the other side of things like organizing photo shoots.
Yeah, but your readers it's brilliant and they're loving it. So I'm glad you did that.
Well, I know. So just get ready at this next photo shoot.
We're going to be over.
Everybody's going to be like
photo shoot.
Cameras everywhere.
Like 800 cameras. She's going to be so over prepared, but it'll turn out.
Be a reality TV show.
It will. Oh goodness. So Garret, what has been your biggest gig so far that you were just like you had so much fun with it and you're like, that was amazing. Like, what's been your like biggest gig? And then maybe we can talk about your funnest gig.
I mean, my biggest one, I got a job for Adidas, a while ago now, maybe 5 or 6 years ago. But that's the biggest gig I've ever got. Just ran around in some new Adidas gear for a day.
That's amazing.
What was the funnest?
What's the funnest?
Careful what you say.
Careful.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not really sure. I've done like fake concerts at Mystic Lake. That was pretty fun. Otherwise, I don't know. Shoots with Regina are usually pretty fun. She did like an underwater shoot with me.
Yes, I love those.
So that was pretty wild. And I don't know. I mean, even Adidas was kind of fun. By the end of the day, it was feeling like a lot of work, but
right.
Paid really well. So
you ever had to like turn one down? Like you're like, no, that's just not for me? Or do you pretty much take the majority of the things you book?
Yeah, basically anything I've ever had the opportunity to get, I've done. Generally speaking, since I work for my parents, I'm never like completely unavailable. So
gotcha. Christian wants to know, what was your very first gig? Do you remember?
Yeah, I got a photo shoot with East Bay. They have their headquarters in Wausau, Wisconsin. So I got a job with them.
Facebook user wants to know, what's the most outrageous clothing you've ever worn for a shoot? Or lack thereof? I don't know.
Well, I've definitely been wearing no clothing before, but I don't know, the craziest clothing. I've worked with a couple designers and stuff. Nothing ever really too crazy. I'd have to look up, like go back and look at the pictures and stuff to see what the designer was. I can't exactly remember, but some pretty cool, kind of futuristic looking stuff.
Yeah. I've seen some interesting things on the model side of the world. I would love, if I did have like a bucket list, Kayleen, I would totally go to Fashion Week and like wherever just to see some of that craziness, like just to, be a fly on the wall.
Real life Project Runway.
Right. Something.
They have to get pretty out there these days.
Yeah. They almost have to like top themselves over and over again. It becomes almost like this.
You almost have to top everyone every episode. It seems kind of like a high bar every time I ever watch it. It seems like they have some impossible task to try and complete.
You know what, though? I do love that show because it is so creative and like just, especially the ones where they're like, okay, we're out in the middle of, like a forest, go grab stuff and make clothes from it. I love those. Where it's like,
I know. I love some of the palm frond things that they've come up with on the show. And the headgear. Don't forget the headgear. Oh, wait. Someone is asking, how long does it take you when you have to put on tattoos? How long does that take?
I don't know, what did it take? It took like an hour or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe even a little longer. I don't really remember.
Well, that was another sort of, again, dumb shit moment on my part because I wrote all these tattoos and described them super intricately. And then I was like, oh, now I have to like figure it out. So,
something.
Yeah. So you have no idea. Like I had to get the images, like find them, license the images. Then I got them made. Like I got them custom made because I had to. But then I wanted them to look sort of normal. How long did they stay on you, or did you get them off right away?
I definitely washed them off that night, but
really?
A couple scrubbings.
Well, yeah, I don't know. After being all rubbed down in oil and stuff, they were all kind of falling off anyway. So.
Right. Well, that's the thing. So baby oil takes them off. And so Garret sat in the makeup chair for like an hour just getting them placed. And I had to go and check and make sure they were kind of in the right spot, basically.
Right.
Now we have to, I think it's going to be harder next time because they got to look.
It's going to be harder to replicate it.
Yeah.
Again.
You did take pictures of it on him, right? Like different.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we actually have one of you like with your back. I think it's up on Instagram right now where it's your back. So that'll be helpful. That's going to be our point of reference, hopefully.
I think there's pretty good documentation of all the tattoos.
I love it.
So. I think you're right.
I love it.
Yeah.
So do you have anything big coming up? Anything you want to share? Good news, happy news?
Nothing really big necessarily. I am doing my first art show with my girlfriend in July. We're going to have our pottery up there. Maybe some other things, maybe some paintings, but mostly pottery, ceramics.
I was looking at the Etsy shop. There's no little bowls.
I bought them all.
Oh yeah, she bought the only tiny ones, and my girlfriend keeps a lot of them as well. But I'll be making a bunch.
I'll have to message you. Yeah. Like, can I get the little tiny bowls?
Yeah, I'll be making a bunch of them soon. So
cool.
You don't throw those though, do you? The tiny ones?
Yeah, they're thrown.
Are they? They're so tiny. See,
they're so cute. Okay, so we're going to wrap this up. This went really well. Lots of questions, lots of involvement. We love this. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Any last questions? Kayleen, anything you want to ask? Garret,
I've just really, it's been really fun. And Garret, you've been such a good sport this whole time. Like you were the first, I mean, I remember like I sent you a book and you like gave me all these pictures of you holding it. And that made it's just really fun because for me, this is my art,
Yeah.
And it's really scary to put your art out there and see what people think about it. And so when people are actually liking it and putting good reviews and stuff, having everybody be part of it is really, really special to me. So I appreciate it.
Yes, and we can't wait to share the new cover. We're so excited.
You excited? Do you like the new cover? Because Garrett's seen it. Nobody else has. Kiki's seen it.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it.
It looks great. It looks great.
It does.
Well, till next time, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. Kaylee and Garret, hang tight in the waiting room. And thank you guys for joining us. We'll let you know when the next one's coming. As always, we love being in this group. We love talking with Kayleen and her guests and just such great people coming in. And we'll talk to y'all soon.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
Anytime.